Did I ever tell you that when I was in the gay bar franchise, and this is when I door knocked, because I told my gay bar vodka shop mate, I said, fuck working for the man, he's a cunt.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything. Let's go and do our own shots. You know the recipe, I can find the business. And then he's like, okay. So I start knocking on doors. I find this shithole in West Hollywood. They're like, yeah, okay. So we don't have to pay you, and you're walking in topless? Deal. And then he goes, when can you start? I go, whenever, like soon. He goes, tonight? And I'm like, sure. Call Alejandro. I go, we start tonight. We're on in 3 hours. Just bring all the shit. Turns up, he's got vodka bottles, everything in his back, shitty fucking car. And we turn up, and the guest of honor for the night is Courtney Act.
Local content.
And I'm like, he goes, big no tonight, guys. Courtney Act's on.
Right.
I'm like, I fucking know her, mate. I know her. She's Australian. Shane Janak, she was on Australian Idol. Anyway, it's gonna be a big night. And then we sold out before Courtney came on stage. We sold out.
Wow. How many vodka shots did we sell that night?
Well, we did 2 bottles, probably got probably 240 shots.
And so how much cash did you take home in your shorts that night?
I'm gonna say we walked away with $250 each.
Now that's showbiz, baby.
That is showbiz. And remember what happened to that business, because I got a tap on the shoulder from Luke, who was starting a gym, and he said, do you want to just work at the gym? And I said, well, I'm not a trainer. He said, that's what I'm looking for. Someone who's not a trainer. I said, well, I'll work there then. So then I could get out of the gay bar, caper. So I call up Alejandro. I said, come meet me for a coffee. It's time we had a chat. I said, listen, man, I've had an opportunity. I'm getting out of the game. I want to sell you my share of the business. And he goes, okay, how much? And I said, first thing I said was 1,000. I said, look, I think if we look at the numbers, I obviously didn't have any numbers in front of me. I go, if we look at the numbers.
So what were you pointing at?
I was just like trying to appeal to his memory of the numbers. I go, if we look at the numbers.
I've got a hypnotist here. I'm going to drag those out of your psyche.
We look at the numbers. We look, we did two. I kept going back to that first night because that was our biggest night. I said, we did, was it 240? 120 shots or some shit. We did 240 on the first night. Let's not forget that. And then he's like, I go, 1,000 of these, bro. He looked at me like, he didn't have it. He goes, bro, come on. I can barely put petrol in my car. I'm like, okay.
I hitchhiked here.
I go, fine. 500 is it, or I can't sell. And he goes, well, I can't buy. I go,
May I ask a quick question? When you say your share of the business, what were the assets that you were selling him?
The goodwill and the contract, which was verbal, with Rasputin's gay bar. You have carte blanche with Rasputin, with the owner, whose name is also Alejandro. So as Alejandro, you talk to Alejandro. He knows this is for the foreseeable future. You have the contract, and then Alejandro, my Alejandro goes, I don't have 500. I can't. I said, fine. It's your lucky day. 200, and it's all yours. And he goes, okay, 200 deal. And he goes, can I pay you later in the week? And I said, sure. I never saw him again. I never saw Alejandro again until I went back to LA 3 months ago, and I caught up with him, and we spoke about the business, and he's still doing it. He's
No way.
I told you this, and he's still running the business that I started. He's still doing it.
At Rasputin's?
No. Rasputin, they're shut down.
So how many bars is he doing
He's
it?
got 2 or 3. He asked me if I wanted to work for him. I was like, come on, dude. It's my business.